Minerva, the gold bullion vendor, is coming back to Fallout 76. She'll be at the crater from October 6th, 12 p.m. EST until October 8th, 12 p.m. EST. This is her second sale in the set of 4, so if you missed this sale, don't worry, it will be back in a little over 2 weeks. But if you need to find her, open up your map and head to the upper right side of the world. We are looking for the crater. Fast travel to the exterior. On spawn, look to your left. There will be this tunnel leading to where her tent will be. She'll be standing right in front of me in this clearing on tomorrow, October 6th, 12 p.m. EST. But let's talk about the items that Minerva is going to carry, starting with the single plan held by Mortimer, who is my favorite bullion vendor because he doesn't move when I have a camera focused on him. You're the GOAT, bro. The Gauss minigun is a heavy ballistic weapon. Minerva will not be carrying plans for this weapon. However, she will have plans for a single mod. And that is the Gauss minigun triple barrel. Mortimer carries the plans for this mod for 150 bullion. Minerva has them for 113. But adding this mod to your Gauss minigun increases the weapon draw speed by 10%, reduces the weapon's aim speed by 10%, reduces the weapon's range by 15%, and increases the weapon speed by 20%. And obviously, it changes the Gauss minigun from a single barrel weapon to a triple barrel weapon. And if I forgot to say it, Mortimer only carries the mods for this weapon when you have the raiders at an allied reputation. Now let's talk about plans normally sold by Samuel at the Foundation. The Gauntlet is an unarmed weapon similar to a power fist but with a buzzsaw at the end. Fallout New Vegas players may recognize this weapon by the name of the Industrial Hand, found in the Lonesome Road DLC. Samuel will carry the plans for this weapon when you get the settlers to a friendly reputation. He'll have it for 250 bullion. Minerva will carry it for 188. Flares are thrown weapons which deal no damage but create a bright red light for 20 seconds. Samuel carries the plans for this weapon when you get the settlers to a cautious reputation. He has the plans for 50 bullion. Minerva will have them for 38. Plans for the Cowboy Chaps are available for 150 bullion. Minerva will carry them for 113. This item can also be earned through daily ops, but is normally sold by Samuel, though I could not find any reputation requirements online. Samuel will carry the plans for a cowboy hat for 100 bullion. I couldn't find any reputation requirements online. However, Minerva will have this hat for 75 bullion. This item can be earned through daily ops. Everything I just said about the last 2 items can also apply to the Cowboy Duster. It's sold by Samuel, I don't know the reputation requirements, and the daily ops can drop them. Samuel carries this plan for 150 bullion. Minerva will have it for 113. I actually didn't know this item existed, and Minerva hasn't carried it in the time that I've been tracking it. So, if you can afford it, maybe buy it. But the Turbo Fert Fertilizer is a thrown weapon which deals no damage. Instead, when it bursts, any already harvested plants in the vicinity can immediately be reharvested. It makes the plant regrow. Samuel carries the plans for this weapon for 750 bullion when you get the settlers to an allied reputation. Minerva will carry it for 563. The Gauss shotgun is a ballistic weapon with exploding bullets that deal an additional 15% damage. Minerva will not be carrying the plans for this weapon. However, she will have plans for 3 of the weapon's mods, including the Gauss shotgun's precise stock. Samuel carries the plans for this mod when you get the settlers to an allied reputation for 100 bullion. Minerva will carry it for 75. Equipping this mod to your shotgun increases the weapon's aim speed by 1%, increases the weapon's stability by 4%, increases the weapon's hip-fire accuracy by 25%, increases the weapon's sighted accuracy by 30%, decreases the weapon's recoil by 10%, and increases the weapon's melee damage by 25%. Plans for the Gauss shotgun's Vicious Receiver are normally sold by Samuel for 200 bullion when you get the settlers to an allied reputation. Minerva will carry it for 150. Equipping this mod to your shotgun increases the weapon's critical damage by 50% and increases the weapon's hip-fire accuracy by 18%. Plans for the Gas Shotgun's refined receiver are normally sold by Samuel for 200 bullion when you get the settlers to an allied reputation. Minerva will carry it for 150. Equipping this mod to your shotgun increases the weapon's aim speed by 3%, increases the weapon's hip-fire accuracy by 25%, and increases your weapon's sighted accuracy by 10%. Now let's talk about plans that can only be earned through daily ops. Minerva will carry the plans for the Brotherhood Recon Pocketed Armor limbs for 188 bullion. Equipping this mod to any of your limbs increases your carry weight by 5. Equipping it to all 5 limbs, you get 5 of them, all 4 limbs, increases your carry weight by 20. Minerva will also be carrying the plans for the Brotherhood Recon Pocketed Armor Torso, which also increases your carry weight by 5 and can only be applied to the torso. It is available for 188 bullion. Minerva will carry the plans for the Hellstorm missile launcher for 2,000 bullion. This is a heavy explosive weapon that looks like that rocket launcher from the end of Resident Evil 1. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody watching my videos has definitely beaten Resident Evil 1. However, mods for this weapon are normally sold by Regs at Vault 79. Plans for the Unstoppable Monster, a legendary Deathclaw gauntlet, will be sold by Minerva for 1,000 bullion. You can craft and then scrap this weapon for the chance to learn the 1-star Bloodied or 3-star Cavaliers mods. And there you go. Was there anything you wanted? I kinda want that fertilizer explosive, but I'm never gonna use it. Actually, it would be pretty useful for like daily challenges. I might have to grind the bullion for this. I also really need to get the settlers to allied reputation, but I just haven't worked on it, man. Like and follow for more Fallout 76 updates.